Hey guys, welcome to the Tuesday night TeamViHOPE call. Thank you for dialing in and getting ready to hear some amazing information tonight. My name is Pat Ryan, and I'll be your host for this evening. I have been with the challenge now for almost 4 years. Coming up in August will be 4 years. I started at 430 pounds. I had a 170 over 90 blood pressure. My doctor told me that I was a walking heart attack and I needed to do something about it. For 9 months before that, I had a skinny guy bugging me about this shake that tastes like cake, and he kept just telling me to drink it and telling me to drink it, and I kept telling him no. In as many creative ways as I could, I told him no. Not many of them were nice. I did not want to believe that drinking a shake could help me lose weight. It did not compute with me. Well, when your doctor tells you may die, you get a wake-up call, and you decide to do something. So I made a decision that day, and I called him. I called my friend, and I said, all right, let's order those shakes. Let's get them in. I got my shakes in. 3 weeks, I lost 15 pounds. And I thought, wow, not only does it taste good, but it really does work. Maybe I can do this. Fast forward 3 challenges, 100 pounds lost. Fast forward to July 2013, down 150 pounds. Declared Body by Vi active fitness champion at Vitality in Orlando. One of the most amazing times of my life. I've become an actor again in Toronto. I've been back in a professional wrestling ring with Border City Wrestling here in Windsor, Ontario. I'm a national director. I'm doing well in the business, and I absolutely freaking love my life right now. Things are getting better every day, and they've gotten better because I found the challenge and because I finally made a decision to change. So tonight we have got some amazing guests. First, we're going to have one of the newest 100-Pound Club members on, and then after that, we have an Ask the 100-Pound Club Vi Experts panel call. We do this every month at the beginning of the month. We take some of the frequently asked questions that you guys have about the challenge, and we let our experts, if you've lost over 100 pounds, man, you're an expert, in my opinion, and in J-Rob's opinion. That's who came up with it with us, and we're sticking with it. So we're going to begin to that. But first, I would like to introduce one of the newest 100-Pound Club members, Kathy Eschelman. Kathy, are you on the line?
I am on the line.
Hey, Dave, first of all, unmute the lines. And everybody, I want to give a big cheer to Kathy for hitting the 100-Pound Club.
Woo!
Give it up, guys.
Congratulations! Awesome. Thank you.
There we go. I think everybody.
Congratulations.
Oh, you got more.
Yay.
Right on, Dave. Thank you so much, Dave. Kathy, you deserve it. Can't wait to get to you get to share your story at an RST. I'm going to ask you about that later on. But please, share your story. Tell us all about you.
Well, thank you so much for having me on, first of all. I've wanted to be in the 100-Pound Club for quite some time now. I joined the challenge in January of 2013 with Aaliyah Joseph, who was very laid back about her approach. You talk about how this person really bugged you all the time. She just every occasionally would kind of touch base and see if I was interested again. And so I started in January of 13, and kind of a big news is I did 0 exercise for 1 full year, and I lost 57 pounds. So for those of you who say they don't like exercise, it can be done. Looking back on it, I now know I didn't feel like exercising, for goodness sake. I mean, how can you exercise when you weigh that much? It's just so much work and effort. The next year, 2014, I started exercising maybe 3 times a week. I joined this little challenge at a local club that I fell in love with afterwards. And it was a group effort. I like group efforts. I'm kind of a social person. And so I lost another 20-something pounds, I think, in 14, but I was exercising 3 times a week. And the class that really got me was this class called WORQ, W-E-R-Q. It's a dance aerobic class. It's fairly new, but if you can find one and you like to dance, I promise you this will keep you coming back to the gym just to dance and have fun. In 2015, and this January, I actually hired a trainer to start working with me. And he's just been amazing, and my whole body has changed drastically, even though the weight loss has slowed to get to the 100 pounds now, of course, which I just hit June 30th, last Sunday. It's been a pretty awesome week for me because, by total coincidence, Ashley Sarnicola was going to be here in Columbus, Ohio, for a meeting, and so I was able to receive my 100-Pound Club award from her personally here with a bunch of my friends and family around, which was incredible. The one little thing I just wanted to say was when my mom was diagnosed with lung cancer in March of 2013, I was there with her when the surgeon said, "You've got a very operable lung tumor, Miss Chase, but if you were my sister, I wouldn't operate on you because I don't know if I could bring you off the table because of your health." My mother had already made that decision that she wasn't going to get surgery because she knew her own diabetes and cancer, heart, and other problems would probably be a problem for her. So it was really sad. I look back on it, and I think that might have been the aha moment that my genes weren't in my favor. And so I would never want to be looking at a decision where I have cancer and it could be operated on, yet I couldn't make that decision to be operated on. So it's been a lot of people helping me along the way. I've been very public on Facebook all along, and I have a lot of Facebook friends, and it's been awesome to have all the encouragement from everybody else. I was asked, I think I got my 3 for free maybe 8 or 9 months into it. The only reason I didn't get it sooner, just didn't try. So don't make that same mistake. My favorite byproduct is the Raspberry Neuro. I love that in the afternoon. It's just a perfect pick-me-up when I'm kind of got that little lull. And I always have almonds and raisins, about 150 calories with it in the afternoon, and it's awesome. Let's see. I'm going to the Chicago Regional. You're all muted. Well, anyway, I'm going to the Chicago Regional, and I'm very excited about that. I'd like to lose 10 more pounds by then. And then for Vitality, I'd like to lose a total of 30 more pounds, and because then I would be half my weight. So that's my exciting goal for Vitality. And thank you for having me on.
Kathy, that was awesome. Very, very well said. Your mother's story touched me because I suffered the same thing. My mother passed away a couple of years ago with cancer that could have been operated on if she wasn't morbidly obese.
Wow. Same story. My mom did just pass in March, and it's been tough, but I think that was an amazing, gift I think maybe our moms gave us in some kind of odd way. Would you think?
It makes us realize that we truly only have one life and we have to live it the best we can. Thank you so much, and I will be in Chicago, and Dave Morgan will be in Chicago. Hey. So we're excited. We're going to make sure we got to get your slideshow up there and get you welcome to the 100-Pound Club properly. But, I mean, you got a great welcome already with Ashley Sarnicola. That is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
I did. Thank you so much. I'm very excited to be here, and that was awesome last week. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy. Thanks for sharing. I appreciate it very much. That is our newest 100-Pound Club member, guys. You on the call, if you are on your way there, if you haven't decided to get on the challenge, if that story doesn't give you hope, I really don't know what will. But I've got 4 more guests for you that are going to give you hope. 4 of our 100-Pound Club members, one almost in the 100-Pound Club with her muscle built. I don't think she's there yet. But 4 amazing Vi-lifers, challengers that have been doing this for a long time, people that I've had the pleasure of meeting, becoming friends with, got to work out with J-Rob. It has been absolutely amazing, this community that we just met because we all decided to change our health. I've got 4 guests tonight. I'm going to say who they are, and then I'm going to talk to them each individually. We have Brett Andrews tonight, Tracy Stein, Elizabeth Londono, and Jonathan Robinson. Between all of the guests tonight, 745 or 763 pounds, I know Dave posted that earlier, myself included, have lost. Unbelievable how many lives have been changed, how many lives our stories have touched, and how many children that we've helped at the same time. Brett Andrews, are you out there, brother?
I'm here, big guy.
Oh, man, it was really great meeting you. Getting to know you, hanging out with you in Fort Lauderdale was fun. A little bit of party time, a little bit of working out time at our challenge group we did, and just a blast, man. It was a great time. Tell us your story quickly, and then I'm going to ask you a question.
Let's see, quick version of my story. Back in November 2010, I was kind of like you. I was very overweight. I was a disaster waiting to happen. I walked into a CVS. This nurse, she took my vitals and said, "You go to the hospital right now. You're about to have a stroke today." A couple weeks later, my good friend Greg Leffel came and said he's found this shake. It's going to help him lose 25 pounds in 3 months. I was like, all right, whatever. So 3 months later, my boy's down 25 pounds. I thought, okay, if my skinny friend can lose 25 pounds, maybe I can lose 30. So I lost 30 pounds. Started getting my health back. My blood pressure stabilized. A lot of conditions I had started going away. And I started getting energy back. Started thinking, you know what? I can lose 30. What would it be like if I lost 100 pounds? Fast forward to October 2013, I actually did just that. lost 100 pounds, then turned around and became an athlete for the first time in my life. So I went from getting one to going up a flight of stairs to 281 pounds to now I'm a nice, lean, muscular 205-ish CrossFit athlete who now does mud runs a couple of times a year. So that's my story in a nutshell, buddy.
From morbidly obese to absolutely intense athlete. Can be done. Absolutely awesome, Brett. If anybody's on the line, you're on the mod pin, just mute yourself for right now until we get to talk. Question for you. You made it sound so simple, but we all know that weight loss is full of ups and downs like a roller coaster. And I'm sure you had some plateaus along your journey. What did you do to break through your plateaus? What can you tell people on the challenge what advice can you give them to break through their plateaus?
Well, to put things in perspective, I did mention there was over 2.5 years it took me to lose 100 pounds. Some people do it fast, some people do it slow. Me personally, I was stuck at a plateau at 200 pounds for about 8 straight months. And what happened to finally help me break through that plateau, start losing weight again, then turn it back around to build muscle, is I started looking once again at what am I putting in my body. I started looking at things like cheat day. You know, a lot of us love our cheat day. One day a week we kind of go a little bit nuts to kind of take the pressure off. I started looking at what am I doing on that day? Should I curb things around? I started looking at my daily diet. One of the things we talk about in the community is that abs are built in the kitchen. Weight loss is a matter of what you do with your mouth and with the food you intake, instead of just running around lifting weights and cardio and stuff. So I started looking at, switching up my diet a little bit more. Crunch had just come around that time, so I started noshing on that. I thought, well, their shake is fantastic, but I thought maybe if I eat something a few times a week for breakfast instead of shake, maybe that'll switch things up. And what I found after doing that for a couple of weeks is that, one change leads to another, just like losing 10 pounds can lead to losing 100 pounds and beyond. So basically, take a look at what you're eating, take a look at what you're doing physically, and do something different to kind of shake your body up, get it out of that routine, and start the process all over again. That's what I got for you.
Awesome tips, guys. I hope you're taking notes. Brett, thank you so much. That's exactly what it is, man. Sometimes we just get in a rut, and you just got to shake things up. I guess that's what we do, don't we? We just make things up. Right on. Thank you so much, Brett. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Thanks, buddy.
Tracy Stein, are you out there?
Hello.
Hi, how are you, Tracy?
I'm good. How are you?
I know you're excited to be on this call, and I'm super excited to have you on this call. Following your journey has been absolutely amazing. Watching your changes, how they've gone, and you keep going, and you keep going, and you keep going. It's absolutely amazing. Tell us your story quickly.
Okay, well, I started the challenge back in 2013. At first, it was just weight loss, just kind of, I was new to the exercise thing. I just kind of lazy, sick and tired of being sick and tired, basically. I can't remember how much I lost in my first 30 days. My first 90-day challenge, I think I lost 30 pounds or something like that. I don't know. It's hard to remember. Anyways, it was weird. Plain and simple, it works. I did a Tough Mudder last summer in 2014, a couple mud runs. This year, I may do another mud run with my nephew. It's just all about setting examples and just kind of going at it one goal at a time, just setting a goal that you can do, and once you accomplish that, just setting another goal.
And now you're training for a show, aren't you?
Down 90 pounds and built 20 pounds of muscle, and right now I'm training for a bodybuilding competition.
So how do you manage to do this and juggle life at the same time? Because if you've done mud runs, you're training for a bodybuilding competition, how do you do it? What advice can you give everybody out there to be able to juggle their life as well as get fit and stay fit?
My advice was just get active, do something, just even if it's just walking, because it pays off. I mean, we make time for work and our family. We should make time for our health too, even if it's 20, 30 minutes a day. It all adds up in the end. Set simple goals that you can accomplish, and once you reach those goals, set a new goal.
That's pretty simple yet sound advice. That's absolutely perfect. It's something I never did in my life either until I found the challenge. Set goals, beat them, and set new ones, and keep going. Keep going.
Yep.
Love it. Tracy, I am so looking forward to following your progress, getting ready for your show. I'm getting ready to train for one myself. It's the Transformation Division of the WBFF, and there was a whole bunch of us doing. Is that what you're doing, or which show are you doing?
I'm possibly going to be doing that one next spring. The one I was training for is one in Minnesota. It's in October. It's a natural classic one. It's for an amateur. I'm just shooting for that one, and if for some reason it doesn't end up, well, then we'll just keep going from there.
That's right. If you don't fail, just try and try again, right? You got to fail.
That's right. That's right.
Awesome, Tracy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your tips, and I know everybody out there does as well.
Thank you.
J-Rob, Jonathan Robinson's in the house. I know he is. Where are you, brother?
Pat, what's going on, my man?
We are out here trying to give people hope, and a 200-pound club loser can definitely give people hope. Please, my man, share your story for a little bit before I ask you a question.
All right, a little bit, really quick. I started the challenge officially November 2013. A good friend of mine, he had started challenging me in January 2013. I was one of those people that said no for 2 months. I signed up in March. I canceled it 2 weeks later, didn't drink the shakes. I put them away, and then time passed. He continued to follow up with me, and then I just came to a breaking point. I tipped the scale at 506 pounds. I was out of breath walking up a single flight of stairs, and I went from being this, dominant beast in high school, a defensive lineman at 300 pounds, and I had gained over 200 pounds in the course of 8 years of being out of high school. So I jumped on the challenge. I said if I was going to start this and pay for it, I'm going all in. So I didn't have a cheat meal for the first 6 weeks. So after my first 9-day challenge, I lost 66 pounds. After 6 months, I lost 100 pounds. And then here I am now, 18 months later, I've lost 201 pounds. So it's just been absolutely life-changing, the best decision that I've made in my life. I know this is just became a passion of mine, fitness. Like I'd never thought that I would look at things the way I do now, just simply off of a decision I made to drink a shake and work out.
And I can attest to you being a beast because we've had the pleasure of working out together. We've sung together, and it's been awesome to get to know you, my friend. And this is my question for you because you said dominant beast. And someone that has lost 200 pounds and is in beast mode like you all the time, I heard a rumor that you eat sexy beast for breakfast because you are what you eat. So that's got to be what you eat. Is that what your meals are every day? Do you just eat sexy beast all day, or what is it? Tell us about your daily meal.
You know what, Pat? I try to eat sexy beast all day long because I got to maintain what I am, right? Pretty much like. When I first started the challenge, I went the traditional route. I did, shake for breakfast, shake for lunch, healthy snacks and meals in between, and a healthy dinner at night. But after I lost my first 100 pounds, I realized that I needed to change the way I was eating because now I was going heavy into the weight training, and I knew that I wanted to build a lot of the lean muscle but lose a lot of the fat at the same time. So I now for breakfast, I do my favorite go-to shake is peanut butter banana. So I do 3 tablespoons of PB2, frozen banana, 3 scoops of rye. I'm unethical. I don't believe in 2 scoops anymore. And I eat 3 eggs over medium with my shake. And that's pretty much to get my metabolism going because as soon as I get to work, I'm sitting down a lot. So I make sure I snack a little bit throughout the entire day. Lunch, 2 chicken breasts, probably about like a whole Tupperware full of broccoli or asparagus because those are the only 2 green vegetables I really enjoy when I eat them. And then for workout, post-workout, I drink a shake. And then for dinner, more protein, whether it be, 2 eggs and 8 ounces of chicken breasts or kind of just how, whatever I'm feeling like. But I made it a habit into being strict and eating only certain foods. So, a lot of people they don't like eating the same thing every day, so they switch it up. But I felt that the only way that I was going to learn true discipline was to actually do the same thing over and over, enjoy it, so when I did go outside of eating those things, that I wouldn't I kind of contain myself from going out of control, if you know what I mean. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, the next goal from here now is to lose another 100 pounds, get down to 205, and then start, I'm going to have skin removal surgery. So I've already been talking to my doctor about that. He already knows the plan. Once I have the skin removal surgery, I'm going to be working with a buddy of mine, you know him, Pat Conjo Hakeem, professional bodybuilder and trainer. And he's going to help me tackle on 50 pounds of muscle and get ready for a show. So I'm trying to be a physical specimen. I want to be the example of why people join the challenge. I want to be when people look up the definition of challenge, I want my face to be on that page.
I'm sure if we were to Google the challenge, Jonathan, you wouldn't be far down the list. The pictures will pop up. I've Googled myself a few times on the computer, and I do it every now and then, and it's amazing to see who pops up there, and your face has popped up many times, my friend. You are the challenge, seriously. I look forward to getting to know you even better, continuing to follow your journey, and I'm going to be front row at that freaking show, man, because that'll be awesome.
Yeah, man. I mean, let's come and think about it. How many stories do you hear of 500 pounds to bodybuilder? You know, I feel like that's a story. That's a book to be written.
Do it, my friend. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. Always a pleasure.
All right. Thank you, bro.
Elizabeth Londono, are you out there?
I am here.
We're going to get your story, but wasn't that great? Jonathan talked about loose skin and exactly what we're going to talk about. That was a perfect segue. I love that.
Yep. It's designed to work that way for us, guys.
100-pound club member, tell us your story. Give us a quick one.
Quickly, started the challenge in 2011 after realizing that surgery was not going to be an option for me because I knew that wasn't God's plan in my life. I suffered with obesity all my life. My highest weight was 345 pounds, although when I started the challenge, I was at 336. I don't ever remember getting on the scale and seeing 345, but my OB made a point to tell me that I was at 345 at one of my appointments with him. And I started the challenge. A friend from church, Teresa Weaver, lovingly told me that she loved me and that there was definitely something that I could do to help my health and my weight. She offered me some samples, but in the interim, I had already made a decision that I was going to have an appointment and talk to someone about surgery and put the samples on the side, went to the appointment, was very disappointed, came back home. My husband was very supportive and told me, you've got these shakes, why don't you try them? If you want to lose weight, I love you the way you are, but if you're not happy with your weight, then do something about it and try the shakes. I did. I fell in love. My first kit was actually a trade between product that I had from a company that I was selling product for, makeup product. I traded $245, $250 worth of product for a kit because I didn't have the money. I got on the phone right away. I sold 4 transformation kits that first month, qualified for my free kit the following month. I have been on transformation, fit kit, and the fuel kit ever since. I switch them off. I lost a total of 152 pounds. It slowed down a little bit, and it has been slow, and I've been up and down, but the challenge is what works. This is what I believe in, and I am by life for life.
That is awesome. What a great story. Every story we have on this call is always just unbelievably amazing. Loose skin, how have you been? I know it's been a struggle for a lot of us. What kind of tips can you give everybody out there how to deal with the skin as they're losing weight?
Yeah, that was actually one of my biggest excuses why I didn't want to go on a diet per se, was because I had already had a conversation with my OB, and I had told him, okay, so when I lose all this weight, what do I do with the loose skin? Because I know I'm going to have it. And he goes, well, you're just going to have surgery. And I thought, okay. And that kind of was one of my excuses not to want to lose weight. It sounds stupid, but that was one of my fears. And I quickly got over it. You guys, the TeamViHOPE, the people that I have met through ViSalus have given me the confidence to know that working out has a lot to do with how your body is going to react to your losing weight. And people like J-Rod and myself will have to maybe have surgery. I know I've thought about it many times, but I do work out. I intentionally work certain parts of my body harder when I am in that concentration of, okay, this is looking a little bit loose. What do I do about it? And so I've had trainers help me. Teresa Thomas is one awesome example. She shares her tips with me. I work out with her time to time. And it's just working on those target parts of your body to help with it. But, everybody's skin is different, and so it's going to react differently to your weight loss. And you just have to come to terms that you may have to have surgery, and if you do, then that's what you need to do. Or you deal with it like I've dealt with it so far. So Spanx are my favorite, and they're my best friends. And I just know how to dress so that I don't feel uncomfortable when I'm dressed up and I go out. I don't put myself out there. If I'm not comfortable with how I look on what I'm wearing, then I just don't wear it. Until I can really do something surgically about it. But in the meantime, I work out and I'm happy where I am.
Thank you, Elizabeth. I agree. It definitely, the loose skin issue is something that scares everybody. It's a question I'm asked a lot before people start. And it's something that I deal with, too. And I look in the mirror some days and I love what I've done to my body. And then other days I'm like, oh, man, I wish that would just go away. And my suggestions to go on yours, weight training, like you said, drinking lots of water, getting the proper nutrition, and riding a bike. Ride a bike as much as you can. It helps you melt. That's my biggest tip for it.
Yeah, that's my next thing is to get a bike.
Awesome. Now, I want the four panelists, I want you to unmute your phones for a second because I need to ask you a question before I finish this call off with what I got to say. Are any of the four of you medical professionals?
No.
No. So you're just four average people who made a decision to change their lives, and you changed them in a drastic way, correct?
Exactly. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Your tips are absolutely amazing. I've been taking notes at the same time as I'm getting ready to finish this off. Thank you so much, guys. This has been another amazing call. We heard a new 100-pound club member. We heard from four of our TeamViHOPE members, 100-pound club members, and amazing Vi-lifers who have done incredible things and continue to do incredible things. But sometimes along the way, we stumble, we fall, and we have to hit the reset button. And I know personally, I've been in that mode for quite some time now, at least for the last 90 days, because I looked at my timeline and it said I was on day 180 of the 90-day challenge. 90 days without a goal. I guess I know why I've kind of stayed where I have been and I haven't made any progress. So I've decided to hit the reset button. And I found this really great article today, elephantjournal.com. I'm going to post a link in TeamViHOPE so you guys can read this article. But I'm going to give you a little bit from it right now because it really, really struck home. I've been doing a lot of thinking myself and trying to figure out how to clean up my life. And I look around my house, and it's a disorganized mess. And I realize so is my life. My storage area in my office is filled with boxes of stuff that I probably don't need from the past. I'm holding on to things, and some of them are probably negative things, and I don't know why. They're just there. I don't know what to do with it. It sends me off in a way, and that's why my last 90 days have been kind of crazy. I've been ignoring financial obligations, playing the role of an ostrich. I've been sticking my head in the sand, and I have some things that I have to deal with, and fear has held me back, and I just don't know what to do. So reading this article today, this is exactly what it talks about. And it gives you 6 tips. And I'm going to give you those tips. Again, I'm going to post this article in TeamViHOPE. You can listen to the replay of this call on our YouTube channel, also on our Google account. But these 6 tips, grab a pen and a paper. This is the restart sequence. If you're ready, you got to try this because I know I am. Number 1, acknowledge the past. all of it, the lessons, the blessings, the pain, all that has led you to right here in this moment. Number 2, release all that no longer serves you and mean it. Record and then literally ignite it. Know that as each burden burns away in written form, so it does in you. It's gone, done, over. Let it not be your fuel, but instead only a spark that lit your fire. Number 3, clean and polish. Go through your belongings and rid yourself of the incomplete and wanting. If it's broken, doesn't work, or is missing parts, throw it out. If you don't use it, give it away. If it's unfinished, clear some space to resolve it or remove it from your list. Lighten your metaphorical and literal loads. Number 4, express your gratitude to the universe, thanking the divine for all that has provided thus far. Return to the good. Sit in it. Meditate. Envision your life as you want it to be. See it. Touch it. Taste it. Smell it. Feel it. Create a mental imprint of your future, a marker for your soul to find. Number 5, declare who and what you want to manifest now. Announce it. Write it down. Own it. Be bold and unapologetic in your claim. It's already yours. And number 6, take positive action right now. Make a mantra. Choose a word. Create an emblem or symbol that will remind you again and again and then again of what you want. Now wait and watch while continuing to move forward in intention. What you want is coming. Be ready. Hands and heart open, always. Those are the 6 steps to restarting. I hope you wrote them down. I'm going to post the link in TeamViHOPE. I'm hitting the restart button as of yesterday. I started a 300-a-day challenge, push-ups, squats, and crunches. I'm sore. Yesterday was my first day back in the gym in 5 weeks after an injury, and I am ready to go. I am going to be announcing right now WBFF Transformation Division. There's a whole bunch of 100-pound club members that are going to be out representing. We are going to be competing all across North America, getting up on stage in little bikinis and high heels and board shorts for the dudes, and we are going to be flaunting our stuff and flaunting our transformations to spread the challenge even more. So if you are on this call and you're on the challenge, my hat's off to you. Thank you for being on this call. Thank you for taking your time out of your day to listen. If you are not on the challenge and somebody got you on this call, give them a call. Shoot them a text. Find out what this guy and the rest of us were talking about and get started with us. Every 10 pounds you're going to lose is going to help a child in need, and you are going to feel better. You are going to reclaim your life. You are going to hit that reset button in your life. This is Big Pat Ryan, and this call is officially over.
Mm-hmm.